Hey, it's Neville here, and today I want to talk about what is the best freelancing niche to get into. Well, I'd say the number one freelance niche for you to get into is a one that you're already an expert in. The reason people will hire a freelancer is because they want to learn something or get something done from someone who knows what they're doing already. That's why they want to hire you, because they can't do it or don't have the time to do it, and they want some good to do it for them. So if you're already an expert in a specific field, then freelancing in that field will probably be a really good start for you. So one possible way to go about finding the best niche for yourself is to brainstorm the areas where you have a natural advantage over others. Are you a 6'5" jacked person who's really into fitness? Then perhaps the fitness niche would be good because you look like the type of person people would want to be. Were you in the insurance industry for 5 years already and know everything about insurance bonds? Well, perhaps insurance might be an interesting place to start looking. Do you have a degree in accounting? Well, maybe there's something there in the freelance accounting niche that you could be really good at, but I, as a non-accountant, would have no business being in and would not get hired because I'm not an accountant. The other benefit to going into a field that you already have experience in is that you probably already have contacts in that field that you can reach out to or that can refer you to people. Whereas if you go into a field you've never been part of before, you're starting from zero. For myself, when I started freelancing, I had actually been in the e-commerce space for 10 plus years before I even knew what copywriting was. So I started applying copywriting to all the businesses that I was part of. And then other people started asking me, hey, can you write for us? Because we're in the e-commerce space. You know what you're doing here. Can you write for us? So because I had already been writing online for years and years and years and been doing e-commerce for years and years and years, whenever I became a copywriter, people in the e-commerce industry would often reach out, already know my work, and hire me because they knew I had experience with this stuff. Okay, so I already know by now some people are asking, but what if I don't have any experience in anything? Well, to be blunt, you are starting from the bottom, and there are certain skills you can learn to help you get into a niche. But what I'd first recommend is not picking a niche at first. You see, here's the freelancing world. It's this big old giant circle, right? There's a big old world out there of freelancers. And if you're trying to be in a niche, what you're doing is slicing out your piece of the pie, but it might be a really small slice. It's a really crappy looking slice. But that's what you're doing. You're really pigeonholing yourself right here by first picking a niche. What you want to do is go broad first and then go niche as the market dictates. What that means is you should first start freelancing, and some of these posts that we have here in videos, we give you scripts on how to do it. And first go out into the freelancing world saying, hey world, I'm out here. I'm willing to do work for you for money. And then what you'll notice after a couple of gigs is where people are hiring you from. So you'll quickly notice that, oh, I was in the health industry for the last 10 years, and a lot of people are hiring me for other health industry related stuff. So that seems to be the direction you should probably go if people are hiring you in that direction and assuming that you like the work. A big mistake I see a lot of newbie freelancers make is they get really interested in the idea of niching down right away. I don't know why this is popular, but this is a popular sentiment that you have to niche down right away. Well, in my experience with teaching like thousands of people this stuff, it actually seems to be the opposite. Yes, you can start in a specific niche, but that will be the only place that you ever go. You should first start out, if you have no previous experience, as a general freelancer. One of the top ways I see people start is developing technical skills. So technical skills could be building a web page, learning WordPress, learning Microsoft Excel really, really well. Technical skills like that can go a long way. You can go on networks like Fiverr.com, Upwork.com, or start freelancing on your own. The other reason I tell people not to niche down right away is a lot of people will get excited about a niche, but then they realize they actually don't like it, or the people in it are scammy, or some weird thing. And if you started your niche and started a website with your niche in it, you kind of pigeonholed yourself and wasted a lot of time. So I think that you should be real flexible in the beginning as a freelancer. Now, remember, there's two different paths. If you're an expert in something already, like you were a product manager for the last 10 years at a couple of really big companies, well, I would wholeheartedly probably say that somehow freelancing in the product manager space would be a really, really smart idea for you. But if you have absolutely zero skills at all, then you want to start putting the feelers out there to see where in the freelance world you fit in best and where you like to be. Because a lot of people will get interested in something like website design and then realize they hate designing websites. Then they'll come across something like copywriting and be like, wow, I've been publishing my own articles online for the past 8 years. Maybe writing is something I already have an affinity for. It's something I'm already liking doing. It's something I'm already decently good at. So perhaps freelancing in this area is good. So anyways, I hope that really helps. Remember, if you're just totally starting out, you got no experience, I would say general freelance in general. Don't niche down right away. And we have scripts in some of our other posts that you can just copy and paste on your social media and get gigs relatively quickly. And if you have experience in a certain area that you're good at or have some sort of natural inclination or ability at, then I would say you should first start freelancing in that area. Anyways, this is Neville Medora. I hope you like this. If you want more advice on freelancing or want my help with it and some of our other professional copywriters, we have a whole community of people that participates all the time. We review all your stuff. We help you with stuff like this, including freelancing. Or if you have your own business going already, we can help you tighten up all your copy inside there. So if you want to get in on that, go to this link. And this is Neville Medora. I will talk to you later.